Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Fire Spring St. Baldrick's event. Now, this is our 11th year of raising funds for childhood cancer research, and we've all had to make a lot of changes this year, and of course, this event is no exception. We're shaving heads virtually and from multiple locations. So many of us have become at-home TV producers, right? But bear with us. We might have a few little hiccups along the way, but we're a pretty well-trained professional team here. While this year may look different, our goal remains the same. COVID-19 has had a major impact on individuals, businesses, restaurants, and nonprofit organizations. St. Baldrick's Foundation is no exception. And due to the cancellation of all the events across the country, the organization is down $12 million this year. So all of the money that we raise tonight goes to the St. Baldrick's Foundation. It's a volunteer-driven charity committed to funding the most promising research to find cures for childhood cancers, funding more grants than any organization outside of the U.S. government. So we have 10 shavees lined up today, and we're going to start with Dylan and Wendy. So let's go to the chairs. I think you're up first, Dylan. So, tell me that you were planning to shave last year, but you decided to go ahead and do it. Tell us about that.
So last year I was not planning on getting my head shaved, but I did kind of want to get rid of all my hair. And so when Jay approached me and asked me if I would do it for a bounty on my head, I decided that it was a good reason to, and I ended up raising over $1,000. And this year I decided that I had to come back. So
great. Well, thank you for coming and doing it a second time. So tell us, how much have you raised this year?
I raised a little over $700 this year.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you know, we could help Dylan get to last year's amount. All you have to do is make a donation at shavealife.org. And then just click on the donate button. You can click specifically on Dylan, or you can just give in general to the entire team. So welcome back, Wendy. I think we're going to come over to you. Man, it's so good to see you. It's been so long. But you are a returner to this particular event. And a lot of times females are very special when they join these St. Baldrick's events. And just why did you decide to shave your head again this year?
So this is my, I think, 7th time shaving. And the first time was the first year that Fire Spring sponsored an event here in Newton. And I had just had a baby, and he was healthy. And I was so grateful that I decided keeping up my hair was the very least I could do for St. Baldrick's, even a worthy cause. And my son has stayed healthy. He's now 14. And I'm glad to be able to raise money on my hair and help it go to try to fight the childhood cancers that are still out there and still in need of a cure.
Yeah, and Peter is so, has grown so much. My goodness. But thank you so much, Wendy. And again, please make your donation. Our goal tonight is $12,000, I believe, and we would certainly love to reach it. We're close already, which is awesome that we're getting so close already. But just go to shavalife.org and go ahead and hit the donate button. Now, usually we would be doing this at a location. Generally, it's at a bar or generally it's outside. Last year it was at the mill. It's been at the rail yard in Lincoln. And generally you're probably buying some food or drink. So maybe you could consider that food or drink budget for tonight going to helping childhood cancer research and the St. Baldrick's Foundation. Shall I continue forward? All right. It looked like we were having some streaming issues, but I think we're good on enough channels that someone is seeing us, and that's great. Okay, Dylan, let's take a look. How are you looking? You're looking pretty clean there. How's it feel?
Feels a lot cooler now. So.
Yeah, a lot of us. I mean, these St. Baldrick's events should be doing really well. A lot of us, didn't get to have a haircut for a really long time and let our hair go, and and so it's probably been really good to be able to kind of free the head a little bit from all of that. So, thank you again for doing this. You're looking great. And Wendy is nearly done already, and she always looks great. Awesome. Well, should we go to one of our other locations? Where are we going first? All right. The Cancer Kickers and Mike Fields. We'll start with Mike. Mike, how are you doing tonight? Another familiar
very good. How are you doing,
to our St. Baldrick's. How many years have you been doing this?
This is my 6th year.
Awesome. And what brings you back each year?
I was thinking about that a little bit. First of all, thank you very much to everybody at Firespring who does so much work on all this. But really, they make it easy. I mean, some of it's kind of implicit, just, hey, we're going to be doing this again. We'd love to have you join us, which is great for retention, right? But the events go so smoothly. It's so uplifting that it's a joy to participate.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about your fundraising journey this year. How's it going?
So I didn't start till after we got an official date and time. I was actually on vacation for a week and then kind of hit it hard this last week. And boy, people have been great in helping out, stepping up. My family, a lot of coworkers, friends. So it's been wonderful. Great response.
That's awesome. Well, go ahead and get started. Let's see if those locks could leave your head. And
My
remember,
daughter
everyone.
Excited
Go ahead, Mike.
about this.
Oh. Now, do you have a trained professional there?
She actually did this one year when I wasn't able to make the event, and she loved it.
That's great. Yes. So for everyone watching, they're at home, and this is not a cosmetologist doing the work. So, our mask rules don't necessarily apply.
Come around here. She really wanted to do a bald spot first, and I wouldn't let her.
Oh. She's been practicing designs all week.
How I'm getting back to see what it is like.
All right, we're going to go over, and you just keep working there, Mike. We're going to go over to Cancer Kickers, and this is Derek Pullman in the chair. Looking good, Derek. I really like what you've done. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is going to hurt to watch this go. It's so awesome. That is glorious. So you're part of a team. Tell us a little bit about what Cancer Kickers is all about.
Well, I was asked to join the group last year, and we had such a good time with it. We all kind of talked about what we could do this year to raise even more than we did last year. Just 3 buddies from church that we all hang out together, and yeah.
That's awesome. So are you pretty competitive?
Just a little bit. I might have given myself an anonymous donation to take first for a little while today.
I love it. I would probably do the same for sure. So who's winning?
I'm in second now. Marcus is in first, but evidently there's a check in the mail to put Eric back in the lead.
The check in the mail. All right. Well, you can go ahead. I can't watch. Go ahead. Get started. Is the mustache going too? maybe for additional donations, we'll take that mustache.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Again, not a trained professional. Kids don't do this at home.
Say it again. Say it again.
What'd you say?
Is that the wife who wants the mullet gone?
but it's a party. All right. Well, we have a few more, I think, that are going to be doing that from remote. But right now, I think we head back over to the Fire Spring Studios and see how things are going. Now, of course, we have rules because we have cosmetologists that are doing the Fire Spring shaves, and so they have special rules about cleaning down the space between and all of that. So we are doing a little bit of work with that. Before we go back to Fire Spring, actually, let's see how Mike is doing. I think we're at a good mohawk. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, I cannot watch Derek.
My son really wanted the opportunity to take some swipes.
Oh, good. It's a whole family effort. All right. It looks like the chairs are full at Fire Spring. So we're going to go on over to Evan. You're looking great, Mike. Thank you so much. Evan, my man, how are you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. So you're a familiar face to me, but I don't think you've ever been in the chair, have you?
No, I haven't.
So this is your first year. How are you feeling about all of this? Good. And how much money have you raised for doing this?
1,300.
Wow. Good work. And you've been at these events for a number of years now because your mom pretty much sets them up, but you know that you're helping people your age, kick cancer's butt. So thank you for doing that. And if you'd like to help, just go to shavealife.org and donate to Evan's cause here. Thanks so much for doing that. Should we go back and see how that beautiful head of hair is doing? What's Derek looking like? Oh,
Wonderful.
Nice. That's great. Well, you have a good head when it's shaved too. All right. Should we go over and see oh, there's Mike again, looking good.
Might need a little touch up, but did a pretty good job.
Yeah, not too bad considering. Well, thanks again, Mike, for doing this year after year. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Randy and Lindsay.
You bet. You bet. All right. Oh, DJ is well at it. Now, DJ, you've been doing this for a number of years. How many years is this now?
This is number 10, Randy.
Number 10. So we've been doing this for 11 years, Firespring, and this is your 10th year. So, wow, impressive. Thanks so much for doing this. How did your fundraising go this year? I know sometimes doing it year after year, you have to really work at it.
Yeah, almost $500 this year, Randy.
All right. Awesome. And let's see. You didn't do it. Well, we know what you look like with your head shaved. You look great. It's looking good. I think you should just leave that puff that's still out on the side this year, just for fun. All right. Now let's see. Let's go back and check out. All right. Looking sharp. Looking sharp. And you're going to have Marcus in the chair here pretty soon.
Yep.
All right.
Next up.
That's good to hear. Oh my goodness, Evan, you got a great head. Looking good. How's it feeling?
Good.
It does. It feels good. I remember. So I've shaved my head a couple of times for this event. And I remember the first night that you lay your head on your pillow, it just feels so weird. But it'll be easier. It'll be easier when you wash your hair for sure. All right, let's see. Yeah, DJ looking good. That was quick. They make quick work of it over there. And so, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about that mustache there? We're gonna keep it. All right, it looks good.
We'll do it.
All right, you guys will be switching out here pretty soon, and we'll have Marcus stepping in here shortly. And let's see. Over at Firespring. We have a number of folks left out at Firespring, which is awesome. I am not at Firespring, so this is a weird event for me too. So all of y'all watching, if you haven't heard yet, you go to shavealife.org and you click on the donate button and you give as much money as you can for childhood cancer research. St. Baldrick's, much like a lot of us, have had a kind of a rough year, and because they're so event driven, they have not been able to have as many events that they normally would, especially when this hit, the COVID hit pretty much right in that sweet spot in March when St. Baldrick's has a lot of great events going on. And so any help that you can give, they do so much. They do so much for childhood cancer research. They've been, kicking some numbers down as far as being able to find some cures for some of it. And oh my goodness, new guy in the chair. And a new head shaver too.
Yeah, we found one for each. It should be fun.
Okay, awesome. So Marcus, part of where are you in this threesome? Are you first?
I am first right now.
All right, and there's someone supposedly has a check in the mail, so you could still use some help, right?
I could, yeah.
And you did this last year as well, right?
Correct. Correct.
Is your hair more glorious now than it was last year, though?
Much better.
Because it looks a lot bigger and a lot fuller.
Oh yeah.
The cancer kickers know how to grow a good head of hair. That's all I can say. Well, let's get after it. How much money have you raised?
1,026.
Nice. Good work. That is an awesome amount of money. Go for it.
Top, bottom,
Whatever.
right? Here we go.
Oh man. Oh man. I'm nervous for you, man.
Oh, this is awful. Lot of hair. I'm leaving that
These are
front.
my favorite. I love watching. I love watching the cancer kickers in there. It's just so it's so dramatic thing. And then
Leave that. Just leave that. Put your head down a little bit so they can.
That is now truly a real party in the rear kind of situation. Oh yeah, make sure you post those to the socials. I'm sure
Absolutely.
they will love that. So what do you all have any big plans tonight after you get your head shaved?
Drinking and eating.
All right. That is a good plan. That is one thing I'm missing this year. This event. It's all about you right now. We're just watching. We're all at a loss for words.
Ask him for some personal questions.
This is being broadcast to the interwebs.
It's a social security number.
So who do you think should win this election?
Oh yeah, I will not get into that conversation. As any good MC would know, you don't touch those kinds of things. So how long have you all known each other?
Probably like 2 years, I think. 3 years. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I had to convince them last year. This is Eric. I had to convince them to do it last year.
Yeah.
I think they loved it. I think we all loved it last year, and this year we really got into it. But COVID kind of sucks. But
yeah. I think that's an understatement, kind of.
yeah.
So what else do you guys do in your, this seems like, it seems like you guys are some risk takers.
What do you
do any other crazy stuff?
I run marathons. I don't know if that's crazy or not.
Well, that's crazy to me. I'm good at a 5K, thank you. So how many marathons have you run?
3.
Okay, that's impressive. All right. Maybe Lindsay can send some numbers over and we can see how we're doing. I should have that website open. And she just gave me the numbers. We have gone over the 10,000 mark. We're well on our way to 12. And Cancer Kickers, you are at $3,056 right now. So that's awesome. That is super awesome. But you can always give more. Just go to givalive.org, click on donate, and then go ahead and pick Cancer Kickers. They're an awesome crew. So
We're gonna leave him like this.
yeah, that's something special. All right, while they're finishing cleaning up, we're going to talk about one of our honored kids. We have a video tonight, but let's remember the reason why we do this. It is for the kids that have to experience this terrible disease of cancer. And so let's hear from one of our honored families. Here's Tim Spikert to tell his son Super Jack's story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. So let me go ahead and introduce myself and tell you a little bit about our journey here. So my name's Tim Spikert. I am the father of Jack Spikert. And our journey started roughly in 2014, the summertime. So when Jack was 2 in 2014, just after his second birthday, we was experiencing a number of symptoms that just didn't add up. We continued to go to and from the hospital on a number of occasions. Each time it was the response of, well, he's just like all the other kids that come in here. He just needs to get some fluids and he needs to get some rest. So we continued to take him home thinking that that was going to be the trick. And one night that wasn't the case. I finally gotten to the point where I just didn't know what else to do. So again, I tried to go back to the urgent care facility that was local for us. The doctor just couldn't pinpoint exactly what was wrong, but he knew something was not right. So he admitted us to the hospital that night. We ended up spending the night with the thought that in the morning we would have a fresh set of eyes from the new set of doctors. They thought about performing an MRI, which they eventually did in the morning. But about 30 minutes after the MRI started, or 45 minutes, I don't know the exact time because it's all somewhat of a blur, they came back and told us that they had to stop the procedure because he had a racquetball-sized tumor inside of his head. So that's where our journey really began in the summer of 2014. From there it was a number of things. We started off at the Children's Hospital in Omaha. We were eventually went through a couple of surgeries there, trying to remove the tumor. They thought that it was 100% successful at the time, and it probably was. But the fact of the matter is that the tumor was very aggressive. So we started off doing chemo treatments at St. Jude in Memphis. That transitioned into radiation when we saw that the chemo was not being very effective. And then eventually, when the radiation wasn't really doing the trick, we went with the last-ditch effort of a compassionate use unapproved drug that they thought that had some success with in another patient. And so, unfortunately, in our case, it didn't work. 13 months roughly after our son was diagnosed with this E-tainer, this very rare form of tumor, he eventually passed away on August 22nd, 2015. That was 6 years ago. Every year since then, we've been helping a number of different organizations try and raise money, try and raise awareness, try and give back. And that's why St. Baldrick is so important. It's a matter of raising money. It's a matter of raising that awareness. It's a matter of finding that cure that's very elusive at this point right now. And every day in the world, there's a lot of different children that are experiencing something very similar to what our son Jack had to experience. It's been a little over 5 years now since he passed away, and it's almost like it was yesterday. It still hurts just as much. It still is very real in our lives, and so that's why I think that St. Baldrick's is a very good cause. I wanted to thank all of you for coming out and participating to help raise awareness, to help raise funds. Unfortunately, this year we couldn't do it in live, and we couldn't be part of the crowd and enjoying that atmosphere that the last several years has been very very enjoyable. But nonetheless, the need is still there. That we need to raise funds. We need to raise that awareness. We need to find the cure that everybody deserves. There's not a family out there that really deserves to go through the heartache and the horror story that some children are dealing with on a daily basis. So thanks again for your support. Thanks again for shaving your head. I actually shaved my head. last week because it was getting a little bit too long. But again, it's a very, very special cause, and thank you all very much.
Thank you, Tim and family, for being a huge part of our event each year. Such an inspiring family, and when they tell it in person, it's so super emotional. And when the whole family's there, it's just an amazing. It's amazing how they've rallied around all of this, and for something that has been so devastating to the family. But not only did Tim shave his head, but so did Jack's two little brothers, the cutest little guys, Jace and TJ. And you can check out their videos on the Facebook event page. And it's not too late to donate to the Super Jack team, which they have a team out there. Just find that link at shavealife.org. So we're in the final wave of shaving, and we have Eric Turner, and we're going to go back remote to our remote location. Eric's in the chair, but before we get started, Marcus, poke your head in there. Let's see how we looking good.
Thank you. So much better.
All right. So is this your second year as well?
Yes, sir.
I love that you guys are doing this. And you're the team captain.
Yep. Technically, yeah. I got them together.
Yeah.
Brave
So
souls.
how'd you convince them?
I don't know. Why did you guys join me? I just needed people, and I don't know.
You basically said, "Hey, let's shave our heads for kids with pediatric cancer."
Yeah,
and like
that's.
talk me into
You
it.
can't say no to that, really.
Right?
Or
Right.
at least you're not a great person if you say. Yeah.
I mean, it's just hair. It grows back, right?
Yeah, it's just hair that grows back, Bradley.
Oh, so you're trying to can we put a bounty on another head in there?
While Marcus was shaving his head, we raised $300 between us three shavees for Brad to shave his head.
Brad, put your head in here.
Brad,
Come in here.
Maybe next year.
I know that guy.
Yeah. He said he knew you, so next year we'll get him.
Huh. How much is it going to take for us to get Brad to shave his head? We're going to work on that. While we're doing that, you go ahead and get started, Eric. But we'll be working on that. In my case, I don't know if my hair would grow back anymore. That's part of my my concern. All right. We're back. Brophy, you're on. We're back to Fire Spring here. You're a long-time shavee. How many times have you done this?
This is 8 overall and 7 in a row.
7. All right. Good. Okay. That makes you a knight at the table bald this year. I don't write my jokes, folks. I don't. But is that a designation St. Baldrick gives?
What?
It says on my script, that makes you knight at the bald table this year.
Nice.
Which is actually better when I read it correctly. It's a better joke. Okay, that is a thing. Awesome. Congratulations for reaching that milestone.
Thank you.
Cool. So why is this cause so near and dear to your heart?
Well, when I was about 10, my 6-month-old brother got diagnosed with cancer. So he is a survivor, but it was just an incredibly difficult time for my family. That it's just a very, very important cause that hits real close to home. So no family should have to go through this or through that. And so anything I can do to help out.
I can tell it pays to go to cosmetology school because they're so much more efficient and they do a much cleaner job. Thank you to the folks at Supercuts, who is a national sponsor for St. Baldrick's Foundation. So thank you for coming in and helping us out this year to do this. And let's head back over to Cancer Kicker Studio. Sports clips. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Sports clips. I knew that. So looking good, Eric.
It's so freeing.
Yeah. That's it. We do have one more head in the room. Well, we have several more heads in the room. I mean, females do it too.
This is my mom. Someday, we'll see.
But we do have one more head in the room. We might come back to you and see if you're a good convincer to Brad. I mean, he shouldn't get to drink and eat if he doesn't do the work.
Well, he's cooking, so okay. I'll give him a pass this year. We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing it live with us. Yeah, come on in, everyone in.
It's the Baldies.
Yeah.
I love it.
I want to come over and drink and eat with you all
next year. Come on over, Randy.
All right. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for raising funds. And now we have Graham Little. Graham, you're almost done.
Hey.
So is this your first time?
Yeah, this is my first shave.
That's what I thought. So is this the first time you've ever been bald?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. It is an incredibly weird feeling that first time you do it. But so what made you decide to do it? You've been at Firespring for a while. What made you decide to do it this year?
What's that?
What made you decide to do it this year?
Oh, I'm going to have my first kid in February. So when I found out, I mean, every 2 minutes, kids diagnosed with cancer. And something about that just really struck home and decided that this was a great way to show solidarity and shave this mess off. So
awesome.
Not gonna lie, this feels fantastic.
It is a great feeling. Well, congratulations. I haven't seen you in a while, so good to hear that you have a baby coming. That is awesome. And thank you for doing this. How much money have you raised?
I think just a little over $600 last time I checked.
All right, that's a pretty good first start for sure. Go back to Brophy. It looks like he's done. Yeah. Woohoo! Good work. All right. Well, I think we're down to Graham, and as soon as he's all clean, we will be done. So hopefully we have some new numbers that have come in soon, and we'll be sharing those with you as we wrap up the 2020 St. Baldrick's head shaving event. May we be able to do this in person again next year. Thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch our event tonight. And Wendy is our top fundraiser tonight, I hear. Graham, you're now at $1,678.
No.
So good work there. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Wendy raised $1,678. I was doing so much better at the beginning. And grand total, we're at $10,782. So thank you all for helping raise that. You can still raise after this is over. We're trying to get to $12,000, and we're so close. So please, please try to get to that. Thanks to all of our shavies. Thanks to Sports Clips. Thanks to the unexperienced clippers in the other locations. Thanks to the volunteers who put this together and probably went back and forth on this for a number of months to try to figure out how this all went together. But thanks to everyone who donated. Let's do this in person next year. Thanks.